Ron, thank you very much. And we definitely have a mutual admiration for society with Ron. I think he's done a terrific job. He's really given his entire adult life to public service. I can't tell you how excited I am to give a State of the State address in Topeka, Kansas in January. I didn't think this would ever happen. But let me just make two very brief comments, because I know you have an excellent speaker coming up. First comment that I want to make is that, as it relates to the state of our state, is that we face some real challenges, but they are solvable. And I want to preface my comments by saying that to those of you out there, and I know there are many in this room that have suffered mightily from this recession, please don't take my comments as insensitive. I know that this is the worst recession that most of us have lived through. It parallels probably nothing in modern times until you get back to perhaps the early 70s, and maybe before you even have done that, you're going to have to start looking at parallels to the Great Depression. Every day I hear about people who have lost their jobs. This recession has affected every socioeconomic class. I hear about people at the bottom rung who have completely lost their jobs, but I also hear a story almost every day of people who were retired and thought that they were set for life, only to find their savings completely wiped out or significantly impaired. Parents are out there who have set up college funds who are worried about how they're going to pay for their kids' education. Businesses are worried about expansion. Folks that are in development like me wonder if we'll ever get another loan to build a project that we'd like to build. So I know it's very tough. But at the state level, we can solve it. Kansas, and you've heard this many times, is unlike the states on the coast, and that because of our diversification, we don't experience the highs that other states experience during the up times, but we also don't experience the lows. So our unemployment rate is lower than most other states, and it's significantly lower than the national average. We're actually continuing to create jobs in the state of Kansas. And our budget situation, although it is ferociously difficult, can be solved, and it can be solved without a tax increase. The governor submitted a budget last week that cut between 2009 and 2010 $1 billion out of a $6.5 billion discretionary budget, and she was able to make those recommendations with no tax increase. Doesn't mean there won't be pain. There is pain in these cuts. But we believe that this is a time of shared sacrifice, and that all of us working together, we can come through this at the state level. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is not the state of the state, but the state of your businesses, the state of your personal lives, and really a way that I hope that people will look at the times that we're at right now. And I'm an optimist, and I'm going to tell you that I don't know when we're going to come out of this, but I know that we will. The most dangerous words for an investor are, "It's different this time." You've probably heard that from your financial advisors. If you're a financial advisor, you've heard it over and over again. But the four most dangerous words are, "It's different this time." And usually, that caution is associated with when we are at a top. I remember very clearly 1987, when the stock market was trading at a PE multiple of over 35, and people didn't worry about it because they said, "It's different this time." And then we found out in October of 1987 it wasn't. We crashed 25% in one day. I remember in early 2000 when you had internet stocks that didn't have earnings at all, that were trading at well over 100, and people were pouring money into them, and they were saying, "It's okay, it's different this time. We can continue to do this because things and paradigms have changed, and it's different." It's never different. It wasn't different last year when PE multiples again got way out of hand, and when the leverage by the banks exceeded traditional levels. It wasn't different. But I also want to tell you, it's never different at the bottom. When you're at a bottom, it always feels like you're never going to come out of it. Just imagine how folks felt in 1932 when the Dow was at 42. Not 4,200, at 42. Imagine how folks felt in 1974 when the market had been cut in half and unemployment rate was very high. Imagine the early 1980s, which I'm sure many of you in banking remember, when interest rates got up into the high teens. And everybody felt we'd never come out of it. Well, people are saying we'll never come out of it now. We will. It is not different this time. And just as America has overcome all of its challenges and come out better and brighter and bigger and stronger, we will do it again this time. So it is a time to be cautious, but it is not a time to be afraid. America is on sale. The stock market's on sale. Real estate's on sale. Everything is on sale. And when things are on sale, that's when it's time to buy. So I would suggest that yes, these are difficult times, and yes, we face challenges ahead, but the future will be brighter, our economy will be stronger, and coming together as Kansas, we will overcome all of these difficulties. Thank you very much.